and just pulled out my household registration book. I'm Chen Fan. I'm Chen Fan! Stomachache screamed excitedly, while shooting death glares at my teacher. My name is Chen Fan. The teachers looked at the acceptance letter sitting right in front of them, and knew something was seriously off. We were taken to the principal's office. Soon, the police and education bureau officials showed up. Things had blown up. Someone had forged documents to steal another person's college spot. The education bureau had to step in. I sat in the office completely calm. In front of me were Fu Yanji and Stomachache's mom. All three were glaring at me. Especially Fu Yanji, staring me down with straight-up rage. I didn't say a word, just gave all three of them a cold stare. Fu Yanji glared at me and spoke up. What the hell do you even want? I just want my enrollment back. I looked at Fu Yanji and said with a smirk. He went quiet after that. Chen Fan, if you admit that acceptance letter is fake right now, we'll give you $1,000. Otherwise, you know what happens. Mamadou looked at me and said coldly, my husband is the village chief. For years, Mamadou had been throwing her weight around just because her husband was the village chief. But she had no clue. Outside the village, that title means absolutely nothing. And now she was using village chief as a threat against me. I just laughed. She had no idea how big this had gotten. Because of this, her husband might not just lose his title. The whole family could end up behind bars. When I didn't respond, Mamadou's face got even uglier. She shot me a hateful glare, but I was oddly at ease. Stomachache suddenly spoke up. Chen Fan, where'd you even get that acceptance letter? He was still in denial when he asked. In his mind, as long as Fu Yanji never handed me the letter, mine had to be fake. I looked at Stomachache and shook my head. Some people are just way too far gone. Like, even if mine was fake, my name is literally Chen Fan. That enrollment was mine to begin with. He's the fraud, and on top of that, mine is actually real. Fu Yanji was the only one with fear written all over his face. He looked like he wanted to say something, but I couldn't be bothered. Fu Yanji was just about to talk to me when the office door flew open and a crowd of people poured in. I spotted a few officials in admin jackets and smiled to myself. I knew this had already blown up. Back in modern times, something like this would have gone viral in hours. After the officials sat down, they looked around and asked, which one of you is Chen Fan? Stomachache jumped up and yelled, I'm Chen Fan! He said it with a smug look on his face. Has it been confirmed? This guy's the imposter. I've been saying he's fake this whole time. I'm the real one. I didn't say anything. I just handed over my household registration book. I looked at the officials and said, I'm Chen Fan, and I'm formally reporting the village chief. He had his son steal my identity to get into college, changed his son's name to mine, and secretly kept my acceptance letter. The officials' expressions dropped immediately. But the second I finished speaking, Stomachache, with absolutely zero brain cells, burst out laughing. Chen Fan, you literally just said my dad kept your letter, so the one you have has to be fake. Arrest him already. Everyone in the room, officials, teachers, just froze. They didn't even need to ask anything else. There's no way someone like this got into college on his own. And honestly, he basically just confessed for us. Okay, then why is your acceptance letter real? I sighed and explained. I had someone make a fake ID, swapped it out for my real acceptance letter, and quietly slipped out of the village. Laid the whole story out. I knew none of this would hurt me. But in the officials' eyes, the village chief's family was now in even deeper trouble. Because if I hadn't done that, my enrollment would have been gone for good. Fu Yanji's face dropped. He looked like he wanted to say something, but one glance at the officials and he went dead silent. Meanwhile, Stomachache and his mom were still over there making a scene. Chen Fan, you're so shameless. You're nothing but a thief. Why are y'all just standing there? Arrest him. My husband is the village chief. I was just done listening to Mamadou. This woman had been running the show in the village her whole life. She had no idea that here, nobody cares who your husband is. Nobody paid Mamadou any attention. Instead, they turned to me. Chen Fan, we understand what you've been through. We just need some time to verify everything. Don't worry, as long as your identity checks out, you'll be admitted. What do you mean you still can't admit him? After saying that, the officials turned to Stomachache and his mom. Same goes for you two. I looked over at Fu Yanji, huddled in the corner, trembling, couldn't even speak. When he noticed me looking, he gave me this desperate, begging look. He knew exactly where he stood. I pointed at Fu Yanji and told the officials, he's the one who took my acceptance letter and handed it to the village chief, and pocketed $1,000 from them for it. The second I said that, Fu Yanji's face went pale. He ended up getting detained too. That night, all of us were put up in the school dorms. According to the officials, they needed to wrap up the investigation before I could officially enroll. But honestly, those officials already knew. I was the victim here. There was just no way Stomachache looked anything like a college student. He and his mom were stuck in the dorms too. Mamadou still wouldn't let up. She was screaming, we came here for school. You can't stop my son from enrolling and lock us up like this. Do you even know my husband is the village chief? I could hear every word from next door. I just shook my head. Some people are absolutely impossible to deal with. Mamadou kept going, and Stomachache was right there hyping her up. Eventually, there was no choice. The police took them both away. I stayed in the dorm for 2 days. For those 2 days, Fu Yanji kept trying to get to me but was stopped every time. I could tell he was genuinely scared. But this whole mess? He brought it on himself. He chose money, so now both him and Stomachache had to face the consequences. On the morning of day 3, I found the school officials standing right at my door. They told me everything had been confirmed, and no surprise, Stomachache's family had never taken me seriously. They thought,